What is up, guys? It is the JT NBA report here, back with my 2017 through 2018 NBA season preview. And I'm here with the number 29 ranked team, the Brooklyn Nets. That is right. Last year I ranked them number 30, and I did not finish that series, but this year I am. So the Brooklyn Nets went from being one of the most hopeless teams in the NBA, who had little to no future, to one of the teams that seems to somewhat have some promising young players. Now, if we look at what they gained and what they lost their best player in their franchise's history in Brook Lopez. Now, some may say, well, what about Darren Williams in his prime and others like that? But Brook Lopez is the Nets' all-time leading scorer, and that must have been a very tough sight for fans to see Brook Lopez go to the Los Angeles Lakers. However, I believe they had to do this move because they got young D'Angelo Russell, who's bringing up the ball, and Timofey Mozgov in the trade, who while Mozgov's contract is going to be very bad in the future for the Brooklyn Nets, D'Angelo Russell looks to be a very promising young player who could turn out to be an all-right point guard in the league one day. They also got rid of Justin Hamilton, but they picked up DeMarre Carroll in that trade. Now, they also drafted center Jared Allen, who I believe will be a pretty solid pickup. Now, if you look at their rotation, it's meh. I won't lie. It's not that fantastic, but that's why they're the 29th ranked team. Of course, we have D'Angelo starting at the point guard spot. We have Sean Kilpatrick, who I believe is a really underrated shooting guard at the shooting guard position. Then DeMarre Carroll, who I believe will be replaced with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson later in the year. And then we have Trevor Booker at the power forward, and of course Timofey Mozgov at the center. And off the bench, we actually have a lot of very good bench players. Jeremy Lin, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, as I mentioned, Caris LeVert, and Jared Allen. And again, I do believe Rondé Hollis will replace DeMarre Carroll later in the season just because of his defense. His defense is so much better than DeMarre's, and he has a lot more potential than DeMarre because DeMarre at this point of his career is exactly what he is going to be. Now, for my bold prediction for this team, I believe that D'Angelo Russell will put up all-star type numbers. Yes, that's right. I believe D'Angelo has that type of potential. Now, I don't think that he will go very far as a player. I think he'll make one or two all-star games, considering the Eastern Conference is completely garbage at this point. The only real all-stars that they have, of course, are LeBron and Giannis and Isaiah Thomas and John Wall. Besides that, there are many other players who they're in the West would probably not even be considered for the all-star team. Nothing against them, but again, the talent differential is so big. Anyways, guys, that about does it for my number 29 team, the Brooklyn Nets. Next time, we'll actually be looking at another Eastern Conference team. And this one's future is not as bright as the Brooklyn Nets.